Hello, fourth grade. Here we are in our history class. We have lots of things to learn, so let's start with our routine. So here, classes before, we talked about inventions that changed the way we live. So we are going to review about these inventions, right? Then we are going to talk about nomadism and sedentarism, okay? And next class, we are going to continue with this theme. So, let's start. So, it changed the way we live. We have some inventions that changed the way we live, such as the airplane. This is the first airplane invented by Santos Dumont, a Brazilian, and the name was 14 bis, right? The telephone, I think you don't know this kind of telephone, but ask your mom and your dad. They probably know. Okay, it was a little bit difficult to make a call because you started to dial, and if you made a mistake, you had to start all over again. And imagine number 0 was here, you have to go the whole thing and go back. So it was difficult. Here we have the first watch, the first clock. Imagine it gives you the time according to the shadow of the sun. Here we have public telephone. It's not your age too, but you can ask your mom and dad. And we use this kind of coins, to put in the telephone and make the call, right? And it gives you some minutes to talk. If you wanted to continue, you need to put more and more coins. After that, it changed by a card with 20, 30 units. So it gives you some times and the units were consumed. Okay? It's so old that we can't see these on the streets anymore. One and another we can see on the streets, but it's difficult. Here, once again, your mom and dad use it. Here we have a Walkman that we use this kind of tape. And here we have a Discman where we put CDs. Then it changed, it became MD Walkman. It's common in Japan, okay? And here we have an MP3. And it's not gigabytes. They not use it gigabytes in the beginning. It's only 14 songs that we could put inside. Here, some photo camera. Yeah. We didn't have we didn't have the technology we use now, so we can't erase the photo. Once we take, we prayed to work good, to the photo be good. Then we talked about archaeologist. What is an archaeologist? So it's a person that studies human history through excavation, and they analyzes the artifacts, like in the first image, and human remains, okay? They studied human remains, okay? The ones that studied fossils that are animal remains are paleontologists, so don't mess up. And one invention that early humans discovered was the fire. Yes, and the fire protected them from animals like tigers, lions. They use it to cook. They use it to get warm when it was very cold, to communicate through the fogs, and light up at night, okay, to illuminate the night. And about the communication, we have here the cave paintings that they use to communicate a story, right? Here we have an alphabet, probably used by Egyptians. And the first alphabet we have was Sumerian alphabet. Yes, it was like this in the picture. And the alphabet we know was created by the Romans and the Greeks. Okay? Perfect. Now guys, it's just a review. We have already studied about it. So let's talk about the nomads. What is a nomad? You know? So nomad is a group of people who has no permanent home. So they travel to one place to another. Right? And they didn't establish any place to live. Nomads get their supplies by hunting, fishing, and gathering. Okay, like we can see here in the images. Yeah, so they explore all resources of one place and then they move to another place and explore that resources and go to another place and keep moving. So this movement is called nomadism, okay? Sedentaries, on the other hand, discovered a way to stay in a place as long as they want. How do they do this? So this is called sedentarism, okay? But how do they do this? So they discovered how to plant, to raise animals, and to make their homes that they call huts. So they discovered how to do this to stay in only one place. Okay? So this is the basic differences between nomadism and sedentarism. Okay? So find the exercises there in the classroom. And again, don't forget our meetings on Tuesdays and Fridays at noon and 7 p.m. And for next class, we are going to continue talking about nomadism and sedentarism. Actually, we are going to focus on sedentarism because we are going to talk about the discovery of agriculture and the raised animals they use and the start of the commerce, because this time that they started to change things. So I have one thing and I want to change with another thing, so they start to bargain. Okay, so that's our class for today. If you have any doubts, let me know.